Hi, I'm going to show you the strategy that I'm using to build exact match domain, which is ranking #1 in Germany. And I have so many exact match domains, and almost all my websites are ranking #1. Every website that I build are ranking #1. So if you are wondering, is this strategy also going to work for you? The answer is yes. The strategy that I'm using work almost in every niche. It doesn't matter your niche. Even in finance, I have so many websites in so many different category and different niche, and almost all of them are ranking #1. I can show you some of the websites, and some of the websites are already being managed by some of my clients. I've rented some out and I sold some out, so I cannot reveal all the websites. But for today's video, is a brand new website, exact match domain, that I built, which is ranking #1 in Dortmund. First of all, we are going to take a look at the keyword. So let's go to Ahrefs and put in the keyword is web design agentur, that is web design agency in Germany. Okay, so the country I select Germany. Now let's check the keyword difficulty of this keyword. So we have 39. Is kind of it's in the middle, so the keyword difficulty is 39, and there are so many people fighting for this keyword, web design agency. But because our website is targeting local city, we want to dominate the North Rhine-Westphalia, so the city we are targeting is Dortmund. So it's going to be web design agency Dortmund. So here, let's go to Google and put in the keyword. Is going to be web design agentur. I'm inside the incognito mode. Web design agentur Dortmund, web design agency Dortmund. So if I click on it, you can see web design agentur Dortmund.de. So let me open this website, ranking #1, high-end web design agentur in Dortmund. So this is the landing page that we built using OptiLink AI. I will list all the tools that I use to build this website, and even the link building strategy that I use. Everything will be listed inside the link below. So if you are new or if you are now following, take a look at the description and visit the website. So here's the website, which we built also using OptiLinkAI.com. It's a very nice, professionally looking website. Okay, so let me scroll down. You can see here we have so many tabs. So if I click on any tabs, it pop-ups with some information. So this is the strategy how I built the web design landing pages. You can also copy the strategy if you want and try it for your business. So web design for electrical, that means web design for electrician. Since I'm using exact match domain, which is web design agency Dortmund, and inside this website we have so many tabs, and every tab has a content. If I click on this is web design for Anwalt, that is web design for lawyers. And we have web design for art, which is web design for doctors, web design for restaurant. If I click any of them, it's going to pop up. So since we have the exact match domain is web design Dortmund. So if I search web design for electricians in Dortmund, let's take a look at what is going to pop up. So let me go to Google and search for web design agentur, or web design agentur for electrical Dortmund. So web design agency for electricians in Dortmund. If I search this keyword, you can see we are on the first page, #2. Now let's take a look again. Let's try on Anwalt. So it's going to be web design agentur for Anwalt. Okay, Dortmund. Okay, we are not showing up. Now let's take a different for doctors. All right, for doctors in Dortmund, we are #2. You see how it is. So that is the strategy. Let me click on it. You see, if I click vinegar, which is to expand it or minimize it, then we have more. And here we have restaurants. So let me take a look. Web design agentur. Oh, this here I mix it. Sorry about that. Let me search it again. Yeah, you can see we are here. So let me make it restaurants in Dortmund. Okay, we are not showing up. All right, so now let's take a look at, let's scroll down. Let's take a look at the website, how it looks. And here we have web design in Iranier. So these are the series that are around Dortmund. If I click on view all, it pop up with the rest of the series. So let's take a look at something. Even though I'm planning of building individual pages for all of this series, which is going to rank number 1, but for now let's give it a try. I didn't check this, but I'm going to check it. Innenstadt. So here it's going to be like web design Agentur Innenstadt Dortmund. Okay, let's take a look. You see we are ranking number 1, even though we don't have a targeted page for the Innenstadt. Okay, or let's remove this Dortmund. Okay, because this is also one of our sites, but Innenstadt is, there are so many cities that have an Innenstadt. So let's go back and select this word. If I click on it, you can see it also has a pop-up. So web design agency in Horde. You can see we are ranking number 1. We don't have a targeted page for this series that is called Herde, but because it is mentioned and has a content, it's ranking number 1. You see the strategy that I'm using. And let me go back and take a different series. Let me take this series, Applerbeck. So web design agency in Applerbeck. We are ranking number 1. We don't have targeted how do we call it, targeted page for all these series. It's just a one landing page, but it's ranking number 1 for so many different series. Let's take this series, Raquel. Let's take a look at it. Web design agency, Raquel. We are ranking number 2. So let's take a different series, Evin. Web design agency, Evin. We are number 2 because these are, some of them are keyword domain. So let me take this series and take a look at it. Here we are still ranking number 2. Okay, not bad. We don't have targeted city for all these, targeted pages for all these series, like I said, but we are still ranking number 1 and number 2. You can see. So now let's take a different keyword. Let's say web design freelancer Dortmund. Even though we don't have a targeted page for this, there is no targeted page for okay, I think we have one. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, web design freelancer Dortmund, but we are ranking number 1, even though our exact match domain is web design agency, but we are still ranking number 1 for web design freelancer Dortmund. So let's use experts, web design expert Dortmund. We are still on the first page. So let's take one big keyword, web design Dortmund, and see something. We are still on the first page for web design Dortmund. You can see it. We are still on the first page. So you see, we are ranking everywhere for web design related terms and web design related services in Dortmund. Now let's take a look, and let me go back and copy the URL. Let's take a look at the backlink profile. I'm already inside it, but then let me see. This is the URL, web design agentur dortmund.de. Let's take a look at the backlinks profile. It's a brand new website, and we achieve these backlinks. 28,000 backlinks has already been indexed by Ahrefs, and it has domain rating of 20. We've achieved this result using OptiLink AI. So OptiLink AI is what we use to get the backlinks, and the backlinks is what made us rank number 1. This tell Google that this domain can be trusted, because the strategy that we use when building backlinks, we are not just building backlinks, we are building digital PR. What I mean by digital PR is very simple. So let me put in this website, let me click on it, and then let me scroll down. Let me go to number 8. I'm going to show you something. Now you can see a lot of businesses are mentioning our brand. Let me see, let me go back. Well, let me see. Yeah, this is one, web design agentur Dortmund. It's been mentioned, top web designers, and here is also being mentioned. You can see it's being mentioned. So even though I search my domain, I search the URL, but so many different sites are showing inside the result. That means that tells Google that we are being mentioned across the internet. So we are a trusted source. So getting your website to be mentioned by so many different businesses automatically tells Google you are a trusted source. So by you being a trusted source, and also in addition to that, you are also having backlinks. So that sends strong signal to Google that of course you have to be number one. And one advantage that you have is also you have your exact match domain. So with all this combined, it's going to be very hard for already established brand to beat you or to outrank you. So that is why I use this strategy to always rank number one. This is the strategy, and the best tool, my tool that I'm using, only OptiLinkAI.com. OptiLinkAI.com is the best option that understands and use the strategy that I'm talking about to make me rank number one. If you are not using OptiLinkAI.com, you can subscribe and just choose a package. Once you have your package and have everything running, the team understand SEO. The team can really build exactly what you need. If you are in the SEO services, if you have your home service businesses, electrical businesses, plumber, web design, it doesn't matter. The team will build exactly the kind of backlinks that you want. We are not just building backlinks, we are building digital PR, we are building online mentioning, we are building authority for businesses online. So stop wasting thousands of dollars on outreach. Most of the agencies, they are doing outreach and they are sending thousands of email only to end up getting few replies with rejections. They get reply but rejections. Before they even get to a DR50, it's going to take a hell of a time. And some of them, they have access to some website, let's say DR40, DR30, DR50, DR60. But one DR50 is going to cost you over $200, up to $500. With OptiLink AI, you will get hundreds of DR50 plus inside one package. Just one package is going to get you so many high authority backlinks. So this is exact strategy that we use, and we are ranking number one. So let's go back to our search again, and let's put in web design agency agentua.mo, and let's see how many people are trying to rank. We rank number one. You can see this is the result, web design agentua.mo. And let's take a look at the result behind us, web design agentua in Dortmund, web design agency in Dortmund. You can see web design agentua aus Dortmund, web design Dortmund, web design in North Rhine-Westphalia. Let me try this web design agentua North Rhine-Westphalia and see something, and see if we rank for this. Okay, we are not ranking for this because possibly we don't have a page, dedicated page for this. All right. So let's continue. Look at this below, web design Dortmund, web design Dortmund. So I can continue going. This is the next page. All of them are fighting and trying to rank for the same keyword, the same keyword. Now look, if I should take one of the domains inside the page 2, okay, this is just a random domain. I have nothing with this domain, nothing to do. I'm just going to take a look at the backlink profile of this domain. It's on the second page, and let's see their backlinks profile. Wow, they have DR of 61, and they are on this. How many? Let me take a look. Let me go back and take a look at the page. They are on the second page and having a DR of 61, even though it doesn't show the backlinks, because let me remove this extension and let's take a look at the domain itself. Okay, I have nothing to do with this website, so we are only just checking it. Okay, let me refresh this page. It has a DR of 61 and it's ranking on the second page. Why? Because the keyword is a difficult keyword and we are blowing it number one. So let me continue and give you just some tips how we manage to do this website to get it to rank number one. First of all, what we did is exact match domain. So exact match domain gives you a very strong boost and gets you to the top of Google. That is why we call it exact match domain. And secondly, you need to make sure you have your keyword inside the H1. So here we have Web Design Agentur in Dortmund. So we have our keyword inside the H1. We also have our, even though normally you need to have your keyword inside the description and then the keyword across the article and everywhere. Okay, so that is, it tells Google what your website is about. These are places that you need to have your keywords inside. Very, very important. If you want to rank for such keyword and you don't have your keyword inside the H1 or the H2, you can forget it, because Google will find it very hard to understand what your site is about. So this is how we manage to do it. And then our next tool that we use is OptiLinkAI.com. Of course, if you are familiar with this channel, you already know what OptiLink AI is. Is how do we call it? It's a tool or a software that will help you to rank on Google. And we built high quality backlinks. And OptiLink AI strategy, like I said in before when I started, OptiLink's AI link building strategy, it gives you a lot of juice. So you are not only getting backlinks, but you are getting mention and you are getting trust across the internet. You understand? So let's say you have a link building from search engine journal example. So there is an anchor text that goes to your website, which is your backlinks. But when search engine journal also mention your brand and your domain name, that gives you a brand mentioning, and that is also very powerful. Even though this is not a backlink, but this is mentioned. So these are the strategy that we use. Most of the tools out there, they are not doing this. They are not giving you all these benefit. So that is why you need to stick with OptiLink AI. And if you are not a member of this channel, subscribe to the channel. And this is one of the websites that we are currently, brand new website, ranking #1 for web design agency Dortmund. If you are, or if you want to start also online business, or you need help with your SEO, you want to rank how we are ranking using the power of OptiLink AI, reach out to us and we are ready to help you. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next one. Have a great day.